We will be talking about how to reach a bigger audience. So this is the request that I got. And hey, how are you guys? And today we will be talking about just ways that we can reach bigger audience, content, and just everything that we need to know, right? So let's begin, and I will start from the very beginning. Hi. No, I'll start from the end. How about that? So today, I will give you tips what to do. I will give you an example on the account that my agency has created, what we do there specifically. And if you take pen and paper, it'll be more productive for you, and you will have lots of insights today. Just be more active. Just think. If I'm saying something, you're like, what does it mean to me? And I just want to remind you that as businesses and business owners, we want to spend zero time wasted in social media, right? Right. So let's begin. Number one, as a business, what you need to do is to take 2 weeks and produce a bunch of content. Content that will last you for, I don't know, months, 3-6 months. And yes, you can create 3 to 4 videos, and you do not do 3 to 4 videos a day, but you don't need to post it, but you just need to create a whole bunch. And then focus on platforms like YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, maybe Twitter. And the more platforms you have, because the content is more or less the same. It's just that on Instagram, it's like a shorter version. On YouTube is like 10 minutes or whatever, 6 minutes, whatever you like. LinkedIn is more text, but the idea is the same. And for example, in my case, a lot of my Instagram followers go and watch my YouTube, and I should actually showcase more of what I do on YouTube, because there's tons and tons of videos that I've recorded about social media and business and stuff like that. So once you have created a whole bunch of content, videos, posts, then you focus on like 4 or 5 platforms and you start posting regularly. That's a key. Say, decide every other day or once a week on YouTube or every day on YouTube. Whatever you do, you post regularly. But it's not about spending 20 hours a day every day and going nowhere. No, that's a burnout situation. We are eliminating this. This is not where we're going. So that was number 1, create content. Number 2, Number 2, have a yearly, monthly, weekly, and daily plan on what you're going to post about. You have to have a strategy, because if you're not, sometimes we're inspired, other times we're tired. Who cares? If you have a plan, just sit down, just spend half an hour, write it down, what you want to cover in your social media. That's number 2, have a plan. Number 3, hashtags are the key. And some people say, oh, I don't believe in them, or they don't help me a lot. Every one of us is following some hashtags that we really like. And if you're like, for example, I love traveling, and I follow hashtag, I think, Amalfi Coast. And it has the most beautiful pictures that I like, and I follow, and I get the best because I follow the hashtag, and algorithm shows me only the best, right? So everyone is the same. Whatever the interest of your customer is, they are following different hashtags. Another hashtag that I follow is investment. So you got my point, right? You got my point. So now, it's a good idea to mix the hashtags. If you want other people to see you, and if you choose a hashtag that has 540 million people, you might not be at the top of the page. But if you use your local. For example, in the account that I'm working on, Strongman Appliances, we focus on appliances and people that want appliances in Toronto, in my city, and all around. So hashtags that I choose have between 1,000 and 5,000 people that are following it. And yes, we're usually at the top and people like it. You got my point, right? So choose different sizes of hashtags and use the ones that smaller ones might help you more. Number 4, and here we're talking about, for those who just joined, we're talking about reaching bigger audience, right? Number 4, collaborations. And here I want to give you a thing that I see all the time. What I see all the time is that people are just talking about their product. They're talking about the product, So this is eyeshadow. And so I talk about it. But seriously, if you are a woman and you're buying eyeshadow, it's not for the eyeshadow's sake, right? What a woman wants is maybe to feel more beautiful, to feel more confident, to get a compliment. So if you are selling this eyeshadow, you're not talking about the eyeshadow, but about the confidence, about whatever, meditations, about self-worth, about compliments and things like that. Do you get it? So this is the key. And here, for example, I want to give you a specific thing that you can do in terms of collaborations. Now, take me for example, and everyone think about yourself, right? So take me, I'm a blogger, I'm an agency, and I'm a woman. My interests are interior design, cooking, private schools, investments, pets, just to name a few. And you can easily collaborate. I could easily collaborate with all those people that cover those. I can go to an interior design person and collaborate with them. I can go to a cooking person, to a cook. I can go to private schools person, to investment specialist, to a pet care facility. And if we do something together, then their audience will find about me. And it's kind of like, this is my audience. I'm interested in that. Also being a blogger, an agency, and a woman. Do you know what I mean? So I think the guy who asked me this, he is into inspections, I think, house inspections. So again, figure out who is the decision maker. If the decision maker is a woman, she doesn't care about the clay piping. She cares about maybe spending less money and having a beautiful house. If the decision maker is a guy, here we're talking about how to reach bigger audience on Instagram, right? Or in social media. And so if the decision maker is a guy, maybe you can show him that if he calls you ahead of time, he can save lots of money. But why does he want to save money? So that he can spend it on his toys, because everyone is a kid inside, right? So maybe guys want to buy a nicer car, or a woman wants to go on a vacation, the guy wants to make a woman happy. And this is what you're talking about, and not just specifically about clay pipes. Do you know what I mean? So this is the key here, to talk about as many things that surround your business, not just about everything altogether, but things that that your customer is looking for. Because if you're not talking about a dream house and your customer is looking for a dream house, they will be going somewhere else to some other account and looking for a dream house. And why don't you talk about a dream house and a house inspection at the same time? You know what I mean? And this is what we do. You can go and check the accounts. So for example, one account is Strongman Appliances. It was, I'll give you an example. 70% of the decision makers were families, and customers were families. Decision makers were women. So if I'm going to show just some mechanisms, some appliances, some buttons, woman can't care less. Woman wants to have a dream kitchen. She wants to entertain. She wants to cook less. She wants to have a clean kitchen. So this is what I'm showing there on that account. Go and check it out, Strongman Appliances. And in less than a month, we started having people write to us and asking where they can buy appliances. It was about appliances, but we weren't just showing, like in the warehouse, they all covered in those carton boxes, kind of boring, not very exciting, you know what I mean? So instead, we showed what the customer is dreaming about, why they want this appliance. Is not just for the sake of buttons and bigger whatever something. So think about what your customer really wants to see. What are they dreaming about? And the last but not least, which is very important for every business right here, is you can reach a broader audience, but how can you keep them? How can they come to your account and stay? How can they come and not leave? And this is very important. So do you know what they want to see, what they want, what they're dreaming of? Again, in the example of the house inspection, no guy or woman is dreaming about a house inspection. And again, I haven't worked, I don't have a customer, a house inspector. I'd love to work with them to know more about their paying customer, but probably they're like two types of clients. One is an investor, and then they want to know whether the house is worth investing or not. So here's something about investments. The other thing is families, and families are not, believe me, house owners do not want to think about the sewers. They don't. They want to know that it's all good, that it's functioning well, and this is what we need to think about if we are, if we have a business and we are online. Again, number one mistake that I see almost 100% of the times is that people, products and service owners, they are talking about just the service and just the product, and they never talk about why do people need it and how they will benefit. And so create a dream what your client is looking for. And this is what my agency does. This is what we do. So you can spend years researching, you can spend so much time wasting seeing what your customer wants and not want and what not, or you can hire us, and in 3 days you'll know what your customer needs for years to come. We can either do a strategy for you, do it everything over the phone, and you can create visuals yourself, or we can do the strategy and create visuals, and you'll be set for life. And then the only thing you need to think about is your business. You know what I mean? And that covers both topics that we were talking today, which is what content and how to reach a bigger audience. So I think here, I'll double check. Yeah, here I covered everything that is absolutely essential. And again, I strongly advise you to go and check the two accounts that we cover right now. One is Strongman Appliances. It's about scratch and dent appliances. And the other one is Shocks Eatery. It's Shocks Sports Bar. Those are two very different businesses. And without any paid advertising, within a week after we did everything, people started writing. People started asking for products. In the case of appliances, more people started connecting. People started saving and sharing, and this is the key. This is very important. So this is what I wanted to share today. DM if you want to have your social media over and done with, so that you know exactly what to do. How can you stand out forever? Because once you work with us, you will have no competition. Like seriously, you will be unique, one of a kind, and the algorithm will push you to the top, and people will start writing to you and ask for your services and your products, just because you will be talking about their dreams, not about your product or service. So there's that. Thanks for watching. I know a lot of you are probably outside, and some of you are here. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Take care and have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful weekend. Ciao, ciao. Bye-bye.